extra towel. I drip dry. She drip dry.
Welcome to the Drip Dry Podcast, where we let it all hang out. I'm your girl, Jasmine Christine.
I'm Faith Marie.
And I am Maya Monet.
We are three best friends, women of color, and we are here to just share our story of life in our 30s, which sounds crazy to say because I still feel like I'm 19 years old.
Same.
We are.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're teen moms. Okay. We're teen moms.
Definitely not
Okay,
19
teen mom
anymore.
OG.
Yeah.
My knees remind me of that every day, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Our body can't let us forget.
Yes. So every episode we are on, what is this, our fourth episode?
Fourth episode.
Yeah.
Cheers to full.
Full.
Every episode we do a drink of choice. It may not be an alcoholic beverage, but it will always be a drink of choice.
Yes.
Today's drink
Is this red wine. It's Z. Alexander Brown Uncaged. It's a red blend from 2020. Ooh, COVID wine.
I'm dead.
It's actually really delicious.
Can you taste it?
It definitely has that bitter taste, but not as bitter as some of the ones that
Yeah,
you've had
I
me taste
agree.
before.
It's super
So
smooth.
It's.
I could totally drink this if I was like,
I needed to, like, oh, okay.
if I needed to, but also like I could pair this with a good like Italian meal.
Oh yeah,
Pasta,
Pasta?
something like that. Yeah, I could do
Absolutely.
this. I could do that with that.
This would be good with a pizza. Okay,
With
some bagel bites.
with a flat bread.
I don't eat bagel bites. Flatbread.
Gross.
Not pizza rolls.
I tried to whisper.
Hey, no.
Some
Pizza rolls? I will bust up some pizza
Hey.
rolls.
I haven't had those in a minute.
Those,
I haven't
those are so
either.
good.
Ooh, the
We should
food
get
of
some
the
pizza
past.
rolls. Oh,
Okay.
damn. Okay.
I got some. They're in the freezer.
I heard.
Gotcha.
Be right back. I'm just kidding.
BRB.
BRB in the oven.
So today's episode is about the ins and outs of 2024. It's been a
Yes.
trend on TikTok.
Yep.
What you're gonna do in 2024 and what we are not.
What we are not
doing in
going
2024, and our lists are different but similar in a way.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's can be a little similar.
Because everybody wants to, work out and
Yep.
be healthy and save more money.
Yep. Obviously.
I think we got a little bit more specific on our list,
Yeah.
which I like.
Yeah.
I
For
don't want
sure.
to save money. I just want to have enough money to spend where it automatically, like, the savings is okay, and I don't even have to worry about it, and it's automatically
Amen.
going into there. But I still got money to just do whatever I want. That's
Period.
Why I wanna be like, oh yeah, girl.
Period.
Oh yeah, I ain't worried about that.
I ain't worried about nothing.
But I'm in the store
I
like,
ain't worried about nothing.
oh,
ain't worried about nothing.
snacks. Maybe that's where I wouldn't be shopping if I had.
I would probably
not
still
have
be
to-
shopping there even if I had the money.
consciously-
Oh, no, same.
Like I'd
same.
still be a Fashion Nova, Shein.
I don't. Yeah, Fashion Nova and Shein ain't mine. I don't like online shopping though. I like to. I need to.
You like to physically shop?
Yeah, I need. To.
I would like to, but those aren't.
Yeah.
At least not here. I heard there was a storefront for Fashion Nova, but I
Oh,
doubt
really?
that's coming
Yeah.
to Missouri.
Yeah, just not. It's never in Missouri. Tell you that
I
right
want to
now.
say there's one.
It's always in California. Yep.
That makes sense.
So like if I ever go to
That makes
California, I'd
sense.
obviously be like, we're hitting up that store, but
Yeah.
online it is.
I like online shopping better, though. I don't like physically shopping. I mean, I do sometimes if I'm with friends, but
I hate waiting for it to come in.
yeah.
Like once
that
it's
too.
ordered, I'm like, I want it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the guessing of like, does it fit?
Does it fit? Yeah.
Do I have to return it?
Yeah.
Is it gonna come?
Then do I have to wait on the
Is the
money to come
right
back in my
one?
account?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part I don't like.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's start with your ins and outs. Maybe let's start
Okay.
with the ins.
Okay.
No. Let's start with the outs.
Let's start with the outs. Okay.
What we're not going to do in 2024.
Okay.
And then we'll go around and do our
Are
outs,
we
and then we'll
doing
come back
outs
and do our
and-
ins.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
So do you want me to say all of my outs first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can like.
Say them all first, and then we're going to go back.
Okay, then we'll go back. Okay. So all my outs for 2024: frivolous spending, drinking during the weekdays. It's a Sunday today. Just letting you know. It's a Sunday. Imposter syndrome, mindlessly scrolling, not sleeping, thinking or speaking negatively about myself. Those are my outs.
I love the outs for you about not sleeping. So we talk about this all the time.
I know.
Faith is not a napper.
No.
She will sometimes go to bed early if she knows she has to wake up early the next day.
Yes.
But she's not a napper at all. We like literally just had this conversation like maybe 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to take naps.
I'm really bad about taking naps because I feel like there's just not enough time in the day for me to get everything done that I need to get done or that I even want to get done. Because when my daughter is napping, that's when I feel like I can do what I want for fun, like, or I can do chores,
Like,
or
that's
I
your
can
me
do
time.
something
Like,
fun. Yeah, it's
pick
like
what I
my
wanna
me
do.
time. So I'm like, if I'm gonna nap while she naps, that's like, now I don't get to go play the wizarding world,
I'm dead.
or I don't get to play like
I knew the
I
hesitation. She was gonna like, do I really want to tell them what I actually?
I don't get to play the PS5, or I don't get to color.
Okay, color.
This the thing though, since she's so
color.
little, I feel like this is one of those times where you probably could sit her around with some toys, put one of her
No, and I
shows on
can,
the TV,
but-
and be like, okay, for 30 minutes, I'm about to just
No, and I
game or
can, but I
whatever.
just have so many hobbies that I like to do that I have to like prioritize
You
my
do.
time.
I really
but
wonder
but
how you do
also
it
like
all.
my daughter will never be this young again, and I need to like spend time with her and play with her when she's up. So sometimes I'll like edit either my video or our videos here, or I will, edit stuff on TikTok while she's playing. But sometimes I just need to like put the phone down and put the devices away and just be in the moment, because I feel like I always have something going on, like an audiobook or something, and I need to just be still. That could be another, maybe an in. I need to be still. I need to be still, and I can't be
That
still.
is where I am. That is one of my biggest ends.
Yeah.
Being still, living in the now.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard.
We're gonna get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I will say really quick that like one of my not issue, but something that I really struggle with is being in the now and not having something going on in my head, because I feel like I'm missing out, like maybe the FOMO. Like I feel like I'm not getting enough books in. I feel like I'm not listening to all the albums that are coming out. Like I feel like I always have to have something going on. So my husband's like, can you just like be? Can you just be and not have something playing all the time, or not have your mind racing? And I'm like,
All the time.
I don't know. Like even before I go to bed, I have to listen to ASMR, or like I have to be on my phone. I'm trying not to
calm
be on my
yourself.
phone before I go to bed, but I'm like, I have to be on my phone to play the ASMR. But like, why do I need ASMR to go to sleep? Why can't I just like lay down and go to sleep?
You've conditioned yourself.
I
to
have. Since 2012, I've been
I don't
conditioning
think that's
myself.
a bad thing though. The ASMR.
No, I don't think so, but I just feel like I never let my mind just be without
Anything.
being entertained, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Stimulated by something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever want to go to sleep real fast? Start praying.
That'll
I
You
was
start
finna say,
praying.
open your Bible and
Let me
start
tell you
reading.
something. You ever been in the middle of prayer and then you wake up the next morning, you was like, I'm so sorry, Jesus. I forgot. I was trying, but then I fell asleep. So then you wake up in the morning, you're like, let me finish that prayer real quick. God, what I was trying to say was,
Look, let me help you out. He already.
oh, when
he
I
already
know,
knew
when my
it.
mind is like
He already knew what
racing
you
and I'm like,
asked
I just
for.
need to go to sleep. I'm like, Jesus, I'm here again.
You know,
It's me and you. Help me. And then before you know, like 30 seconds later, I'm asleep.
That's so true. That's so true.
When I be like,
Happens
okay,
all
let
the
me
time.
dive into Psalms.
There you go. You be knocked out. You be knocked out.
Oh man.
Not the drool.
I would say Genesis is what gets me, not Psalms.
It's beginning. Okay, I'm gonna do my outs. My outs for not doing this anymore is hitting the snooze button, not folding the clothes when they come out of the dryer, letting my gas tank get on E before filling it up, going to bed late, expecting myself to be Superwoman, and revisiting past trauma.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. I like those.
All right.
That hitting the snooze button's big for me. Even if it's just one time, it still sets me back.
I have 50 alarms.
And I gotta
hit
stop
snooze
doing
on
that.
Every single one of them.
I gotta get up the first time it goes off. Even if I just get up, I've been trying this the past week, especially since my daughter went back to school. Because a lot of times in the morning I have to wake. My alarm's set for 7, but if I hit snooze, then it gives me like an extra 7 minutes. But adding on that extra 7 minutes, and then I'm still just now getting out of the bed, then I still have to wake her up, and you know, she does that, I'm tired, I don't want to get up, I don't want to go to school. So I got to plan for that extra 10 minutes of persuading her to get out of the bed. So it's like, okay, by this time it's now 7:20, and her bus comes at 7:45.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
So at that point, it's like I'm rushing, and her bus stops down the street, and I don't let her walk because it's too cold, and she's just now about to turn 8. So I'm just like, that's not a good idea. So I have to take her down. So it's like, now I'm rushing and I'm yelling, and you need to put your shoes on now. We don't have time for games. So I've been trying to do that this past week of when the alarm goes off at 7, you get up, get her ready. If anything, it's better to be early than to be frustrated and pissed off because we're running late. So that one's a big one for me. And the not letting my car get to E before I
Baby, I could never
put the gas in the car. It's just because I remember the one time back when I had that white Jeep, and well, so there was one time we all have a mutual friend. Her name's Dallas, and that's also who we went to see when we did the Miami trip
she is
to
really
2018.
Y'all.
She is.
We went down there to see her. But when she used to live here in St. Louis, we practically hung out like every weekend. And there was one time that I went to her house, and I was trying to leave, and my car would not start. Like, would not start at all. And I'm like, what is wrong?
That's how low in gas you were?
Not how low in gas I was, but the fact that
it was cold outside.
I couldn't remember if it was cold outside, but what I was doing was every time that I was not filling up my tank and I was letting it go to E, all of that soot that's at the bottom of your gas tank was going in my motor and creating holes. So every time I was doing that, it was fucking up my car basically. And so it got to the point where I'd done it so much that when I tried to start my car, my motor was like, I'm not doing anything. No. And I had gas in the car. That's why I was like, when my dad came to pick me up, I was like, I don't know what's wrong. There's gas in the car. When we got it towed and we took it to the place, he's like, you have tons of holes in your motor. Ooh, he was like, do you let your car go on E a lot? I said, ooh.
What'd you say, not folding clothes when it comes out of the dryer?
Yes, ma'am. Because I will have a basket that sits in my room for a week.
Oh, I have 4 right now. And it's been 2 weeks. So there's that.
God bless. I feel like all of us should be expecting myself to be Superwoman.
Yeah, seriously.
On our outs.
Oh, baby.
Because
I think that's the whole topic.
I feel like all 3 of us.
It might be a 3-parter.
I feel like I don't have a choice.
Exactly. Well, that's why it needs to be like a whole episode.
Because you definitely try to feel like you're Superwoman. And you're like, I need to do this. I need to do that. And I need to do this. And I'm like...
Well, that goes into the not sleeping. Like, I feel like I'm wasting my time taking a nap or getting more than 6 hours of sleep a night because I have things to do. I don't have time to sleep.
But
I will sleep when I'm dead.
You got help, though. Sometimes. Just kidding.
Do I have help?
But... I feel like you should. When there are certain things that you know, Like, it's different. You know, when you ask somebody to do something, you're like, I know if this person does this for me, they're going to do it the way that I don't want it done. So I need to do it myself.
Yeah.
So I always say, don't ask for help in those particular moments. Ask for help on the things that you're like,
Yeah.
I know if this person did it, they're going to do it the way that I want it done. So
Yeah.
it makes sense for me to, ask for help in that. That's a like part of my, I need to start doing that.
Yeah.
Because I'm bad at asking for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all are really.
Yeah, I know I am.
I can ask for help when it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm about to pull my hair out. I'm about to scream. I'm emotionally drained. And I get to the point where I'm like, I have nothing left in me. But I shouldn't let it get to that point. I should definitely be asking for help before that. But I think as women, especially when you have that mindset of, I've got to be superwoman, asking for help can make us feel weak. It can make us feel like,
absolutely,
I should be able to do this on my own. Why can't I do this on my own? So it's like when you ask for help, you're like, you feel like, wow, you let yourself down.
But that's the thing. Okay, so that's one of mine, and we'll get into it. The self-sabotage or negative thinking. Your brain is automatically programmed and trained to think, I should be able to do this on my own. I should be able to do this myself.
Facts.
God did not put you. If God wanted it that way, He would have put you here by yourself with nobody else.
Yeah.
We are here to help each other.
Yeah.
We are here to be blessed and be a blessing.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So we have to learn to give, and it's okay to give, but learning how to receive.
That's hard.
Receive blessings and receive gifts and receive help.
Well, and I have the fear of like putting people out. I don't like putting people out.
Feeling like you're
a burden.
Inconveniencing
Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like about asking for help, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I ask for help, I'm inconveniencing you. I'm stopping you from doing something else.
Yeah. And I feel like when I do ask for help, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
but can you please,
definitely do that.
I will do whatever you want.
You definitely do that. You're definitely, if I'm asking
a
for help,
people
I'm going to
pleaser.
say sorry.
Just keep giving your love. That's all.
But like, if you don't
That's
want
what
to,
it
it's
is.
okay.
For people pleasers, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's on my list.
What's your outs? We didn't get to your outs. Dun dun dun.
Are we done with?
Yeah, we're done with mine.
We've concluded.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Okay. So, for my list, we'll start at the top. Self-sabotage. I am a huge self-sabotager. Anything that I feel like, and I think that's also tied with self-worth. If I feel like I don't deserve it, no matter how close it is or how easy it would be to possibly achieve it, even if it's a little difficult. It's not that I don't think that I can do it. I don't think that I'm worthy of having it. So that is something that I'm going to stop, which ties into the negative thinking.
Well, and that's what I put on my
Changing.
list, the imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I deserve it.
That is
Yes.
what I struggle with. No matter how hard I work, no matter how wonderful or well I'm doing, in my brain someone is always disappointed and it's not enough, and you're 2 seconds from being disowned.
Yeah.
Not disowned. Lord.
Fired, disowned, and abandoned all in one. That's how
Jesus.
you feel with imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Like, no matter how hard you go, no matter how you keep trying and you're doing great, and everybody's like, you're doing so wonderful. You're like, no, I'm not. You're lying. You're lying to me.
Right.
It's a lie.
Or when you do get something that you've been working really hard for, you're like,
I don't deserve it.
I could have done something else with that money. I could have, I didn't deserve it. I should have given it to somebody else.
I always feel like
why
I
would
could do
God
something
give
else
me
with my
that?
money, baby. Every time I spend it, it don't matter if it's on a bill. I'd be like, that money could have been used for going on
I think
vacation.
that's
That money could have
something-
been used for.
I think that's something that we really should try to do this year. And that kind of goes along with, I think where I am on this spiritual journey with meditating and getting closer to God, it's learning how to God wants to give us the blessings. He wants to give us
Yeah.
the abundance. It's us in our brain thinking we don't deserve it that's keeping
Yeah.
it outside the door.
Yeah.
So the more I go somewhere and I say, man, I could have did something else with that money, that's thinking from a negative consciousness. That's not a positive consciousness.
Yeah.
The energy is always flowing to you and through you
Yes.
at all times. It's always changing. It becomes a loop when you keep thinking the same thing over and over and over again. So me thinking, man, I just bought that Chick-fil-A, but I probably should have put that on the light bill or something. Or I probably should have saved it. When I go somewhere, the other day I went to the store and I was feeling so down because I'm like, I don't have it. And I immediately stopped at the register. There was no one in the store, of course. It was me by myself. And I'm like, it's okay that I'm spending this. This will be multiplied.
Yeah.
It's coming back to me multiplied. It's okay that I spend it.
Yeah.
It's coming back multiplied.
Yeah, you speak it into existence.
That's
Absolutely.
how I feel. Like breaking barriers and
Yes.
programming is another one on my list. Mental programming, deprogramming, all of the things that we were taught and trained since adolescence. Changing that. That is one of the biggest ones on my list because I think
feel
if
like-
we can unlock that,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh.
I feel like that's another big thing in your 20s transitioning into your 30s is trying to break those generational curses, things you've been taught your whole life that you're trying to figure it out for yourself. Are you going to keep thinking that way, or are you going to change your mindset and try to break away from that as you get older? And some people realize this earlier than later, but I feel like that becomes really big when you're more in your 30s and you're married or you're significantly set in your life where you are now making those big decisions that are going to determine the rest of your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then, okay, on a lighter note, some of my other ones are like the not folding clothes, waiting to fold clothes. I have started for the past 3 weeks. I fold right out of the dryer.
Nice.
Like I
Good.
don't even because I'm like, you're not gonna do it later. You're not gonna do it later.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe if I do this, it'll. When you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I did. That wasn't something.
Good for you.
So Maya's been doing it. We've been struggling. Personally, my new year don't start till tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, the
Period.
first week of January, that is not the start
That's
of the
a
new year.
trial
Okay,
week.
that's that
It's a
exactly.
trial week.
It's a trial week.
Trial
Subscribe
and
yet.
error.
I don't even know if like the goals I set are really. Am I really gonna do them, or that's me just like
That should
testing
be-
them out?
Yeah, that should be.
She testing the waters.
Yeah,
Let me
is
scratch
this
that one.
realistic or no? We gotta scratch that off. Let me change that on my vision board right quick.
Not
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
It starts tomorrow.
Okay. And then going to the grocery store without a list.
Could never.
I will
be
never
me.
do
That's
that.
the only way I can go to the grocery store
Is with the list.
without a list.
Wait, what?
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 I don't go to the grocery store. Newsflash.
Okay, I know, but like if you do go to the grocery store, you go
I
with
buy
no list.
everything that I want right now because I'm not coming back to this bitch. It's not happening.
But
So
what
you
if you
mean
get
just
home
whatever
and
you
you realize
see,
you don't have
you're
something that
buying
you should
it.
have
I'm
gotten?
going down. I'm in a grocery store maybe 3 hours. I'm going down every hour looking at everything.
Oh,
Not 3 hours.
No, I
Because
don't,
in
can't
my
do that.
brain the whole time it's like I'm not coming back here. I'm not coming. Hey, you better make sure you looked because if you didn't, you just won't have it.
This the thing though. I couldn't do that because usually when I go to the grocery store, I'm going with London.
Oh yeah, no.
If I go with London, it's a wrap. I'm coming out broke.
Yeah.
Like straight up, no
Mommy,
money
can I
left
get
in the
this?
bank.
But I need this. And I need
Yeah.
this.
So if
You
I'm
got the
going with
money?
her, it is absolutely a list, and it is.
We're getting only what's on the list. That's it.
Don't ask. When we get in this store, don't you touch nothing. Don't you look at nothing.
It. That's all. I just don't like the
Don't
feeling of when you come home and you've missed something. Then I'm like,
I did that last night. I spent almost $300 in groceries and I forgot lettuce.
Oh my gosh.
I was so pissed.
you be more mad that you forgot something because you're like, I knew I needed that. I knew going into the
Why?
store I needed soy sauce.
And I had a list.
Yeah.
Come back home, still don't got soy sauce. So it's got to be on
You
the
forgot the
list.
soy sauce again.
Again.
I ass soy sauce. Why?
Bruh, again.
I just brought it for you. I don't use that.
Then that's when you be searching through the drawer. You be like, do I got an extra one in the drawer? A little packet somewhere. A little extra packet. So yeah, that could never be me.
Yeah, no.
I know I'm gonna forget something. I'll be more pissed.
I need a list.
I typically go in a store and I have like one thing that I need. One thing. I come out with 10 things and none of them is that one thing.
That's Target. It's called Target.
Right.
That's what Target does to you.
I come out with 10 things and I'm like, dang, yeah, I probably shouldn't have bought that. No. I get home, I'm like, oh shit.
I feel like it's the color red.
That's probably what does it.
I feel like it's the color red that makes you
That's how they get you. Ooh. Is it blue too? Because Walmart does that to me too.
Walmart don't really do that to me.
Really?
When I'm in Target though, I be like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. We want one of that. Look at that. Get one of those. Look at that. Look at that. Get to it. I like it. Is that all on your outs list?
That's we can stop there.
Wow. What else on the list, big dog?
We can cut it there.
Cut it. Okay, so we're on ends. What's your ends?
Oh man.
What are we doing in 2024? We're waiting.
Okay. Okay, before we get into the more serious stuff, I guess. One end that I have that I tried more towards the end of 2024 around the holiday season. I was trying to implement this, but it's really hard because we have things like Amazon, things like right at our fingertips. We could buy so fast. Like the second we think of it, oh, I need that, we can buy it. And, you know, like one of my ends is I want to save more money. I don't want to be so frivolous with my money. That was my first out. I don't want to be like frivolously spend. Mm-hmm. So my in is using what I have first before buying a new tool or gadget. I want to see if I have something that I can make work before I just go and spend the money. Because sometimes I be getting stuff from Amazon and I'm like, did I really need this? Could I wait it a little bit longer? Because that was me in the past 2 days ago, and this is me now. Mm-hmm. So that was in the past. So I want to try to use what I have and be smart about my spending. Mm-hmm. We'll see how far I get.
You're going to do great. I believe in you.
Yeah. Well, somebody that watches a lot of social media and a lot of influencers, it's very hard to...
Yes, because the moment you see somebody using something that you're like, that would make your life 10 times easier, you want to automatically buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forgetting that you got that one thing in the closet that's close enough.
Yeah. Seriously. It's like...
I got this.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Or like it wasn't in last year and now it's in and you go to buy another one. You're like, wait, but I've had this in my closet. I've had this in my drawer for what? Why is this in now? I've had this. I'm so confused.
You're ahead of the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, and I don't need everything that people tell me I need to buy.
Right.
I don't need it.
It may not fit you. So it's gonna waste your money.
Or I may not even use it.
lifestyle.
Like that video looked really nice, but do I really need that? Probably not.
You buy the pitch, you don't buy the product.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come on, pitch.
Well, I heard that this year was the year of de-influencing.
Ooh, de-influence?
De-influencing.
What does that mean? I mean,
stop somebody from doing something.
Stop buying stuff just because somebody's talking about it. Just because it works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And just because they're saying you absolutely need it, that does not mean you absolutely need it. I don't need 10 yoga jackets and these viral jumpsuits going around. I don't. Like, first of all, I'm going to look like an Oompa Loompa.
When you said out loud, a viral jumpsuit.
Listen.
The not Skims, but the other things that are like the shapers that are like dupes for Skims, and everybody keeps trying them on. And you're like, okay, I need that.
One in every
but
color.
then it's like when you really think about it,
I'm worried.
First of all, do we go anywhere?
Really
do we go anywhere?
Or two, is that really like for me, it's the ones that have like the thongs in the back. I'm not really a thong wearer because
Yeah.
I don't like that
Don't put that
feeling,
between
but
my
also
cheeks.
a thong in a shape wear now. That's gonna be extra tighter than
That's
just a
hurting
normal
me already,
thong.
just
So
thinking
it's
about
like
it.
You made me clench.
that's not. Yeah, it's like that's
hurts.
that's
Get
not really for
uncomfortable.
me.
My other ends. I forgot. I said one in and then it went on that whole thing. Okay. Prioritizing my health. I feel like that's probably on everybody's. You know, I want to move my body every day, eating healthy. One of my goals is to try my best to get 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. I'm finding that 10,000 steps is very, very hard. Even on days I work, I still only get maybe, if I go to the gym, top 6,000 steps. And that's not being mindful. That's just like me working and walking and, you know, doing whatever workout I do. And that's it. And then by the time I take my watch off and I look, it's like 6,000 something. So it's very hard to get 10,000 steps. I feel like you have to be extremely mindful. Like I would have to wake up early, get on the treadmill, walk, and then go about my day. And then like days I'm not working, I have to be even extra mindful. Eating healthy. I always want to eat healthy. I want to do more hard things. So cold plunging. My husband just got a cold plunge for Christmas. So I did it once and it was very painful. And I want to try to do it more because I know it's really, really good and beneficial for your health. Waking up early even when I don't have to, but that goes back to prioritizing sleep. If I'm going to wake up early, then I need to be going to bed early or at least, you know, taking a nap or two, whatever. I want to read more physical books. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. I want to read more physical books, taking the time to stop scrolling because that's one of my outs is I want to stop scrolling, mindlessly scrolling. I will always scroll like a little bit because I'm just a content creator and I like to see what's going on, but I need to stop just like spending hours just doing that, sitting on the couch, doing nothing and just scrolling. I want to read more physical books, Bible study and journaling. I want to take more time in the morning to do that be still. That goes back to the whole being still thing. And I want to vlog more and appreciate the small moments because I want to catch all the moments on camera because I feel like sometimes having a camera up is not disrupting the moment. I feel like it will catch more moments. Yes. And taking more pictures is like I've been taking pictures of really beautiful sunrises when I go to work in the morning and sending them to Elijah. So I'm like trying to appreciate things that I see. I'm like, oh, I should take a picture of that. And like, I should appreciate that more because I want to look back and be like, oh, I remember that day I was driving to work and that sunrise was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, just appreciating the small things. So
Love that.
those are all my ends.
That's a good ends list.
Yeah.
It is.
Good ends list.
What do
Let's
you have
see.
on your
I've got continue working out and lifting weights.
Amen.
I've been doing that for the past 3, almost 4 years now.
You're incredible
I
at
do
that.
Zumba, but I just started lifting weights within the past 4 to 5 months. And that's where I saw like the biggest change where somebody was actually like, oh my God, have you lost weight? And I was like, okay, obviously the lifting is working more than just doing the Zumba. So
Her endurance.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
I do not work out.
This girl can go on the stair stepper for like 20 minutes and like barely break a sweat. I'm over here like 5 minutes in and she's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, hello? What?
Yeah.
and isn't that so crazy how much I weigh?
It's
baffling.
It's incredible. It just shows that weight is not the problem. Weight is not the issue.
No.
Because you go hard and I'm like, no, I'm going to sit down. You can go. You got it.
Your endurance is like incredible. I could never.
Yeah, for sure.
point,
That's
I
why when people are like,
remember-
you need to work out more. And I'm like, no,
Like
dude.
when we were living
No.
together,
That's not why.
You work out more than anybody that I
we were
know.
doing, because of her, I was doing too. Dying. We were doing Zumba, working out, and insanity.
Oh shit.
All at the same time. Baby, I And
she's
like,
just
"Come
killing
on,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, she's
Come on,
killing it.
You can do. I'm like, no, I can't do it.
No, God, no.
Saving money for a new home.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cleaning out and washing my car more often.
Oh, I need to do that. My car is atrocious.
With a kid, it's just it's
bad.
like 10 times worse. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that more. Accepting the uncontrollables. Reading more. And then if it's not a definite yes, then it's a no.
Okay.
Amen.
If I can't definitely
That's
say
all okay.
yes, then it's a no. I'm big on like, oh, we'll see. It's not a definite yes, so just say no.
Yeah, just say no. I feel like that's on all of our lists. We need to say no more.
That's right here.
Yeah. That's on my list. I need to say
Learning
no.
to say no.
Yeah.
And being okay with it.
Yes.
Because as a people pleaser, it's very hard to
Yeah,
tell
same.
somebody no and not feel like you are the shittiest person on the planet.
Well, and
because I told you no.
And I think, you could relate that we have a lot of family here. If our family needs us, we're immediately like, yes, we'll do it. Yes. Because we feel like we have no choice.
Obligation.
But we also have families at home. We have our own schedules. We are grown ass women.
Yeah.
And you got to say no sometimes. And
have
they're not
to
going to
say no
like it. And they're going to
sometimes.
be like, but I'm your mom.
Yeah.
Or I'm your dad. I'm your brother, sister, cousin. You don't see me all the time. I wish you would hang out more.
Yeah.
That's the story of my life.
I'm gonna
If y'all
try.
knew how many people said that to me on a daily basis? There are at least at all times 10 to 12 people telling me I don't make time for them. But you spend time with everybody else and you make time. There are at least 10 people at all times.
But that's when you say, I'm one person. I can't be at two places at one time. But I'm also prioritizing myself.
Yeah.
To make sure that I get what out of life I want to get out of it. I don't ever want to be, God forbid, sitting on my deathbed like, oh, I wish I would have stayed on that path and done that dream that I wanted to do. Or I wish I would have said yes to that thing that I wanted to do and said no to trying to literally help everybody else. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, everybody else has their dream and I don't have mine.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. So
it's hard. It's easier said than done. Yeah. What are your ends?
It is. Well, I kind of already started leaning into it.
Yeah.
Learning to say no, and being okay with it. Learning to prioritize myself and making time for myself, because if I'm running on an empty glass or I'm running on empty, I cannot possibly contribute anything that's worth having. Or that genuinely meant anything.
What you're doing, you got like this much left.
Yes.
And you're trying to fill up everybody else's
glass with just that.
Yep.
And it's like, if you're gonna do something, prioritize. Choose what where you really want to be, where you want to expend or extend your energy at this moment, and make it count.
Yeah.
Which is also a part of my ends, is living in the now. For a long time I've always meditated. Like in the morning I pray and I have my one-on-one time with God, and then I meditate. And a lot of times in my meditations, it's just me quieting my mind and being still, and letting all of the other stuff just drift away. And my days are always better
when you do that and start it off that way. Of course.
Absolutely.
Because even when things don't go my way, or there's something that kind of shakes me, or there's turbulence, my shock absorbers are way better when I've prepared myself for the day. So
I love that.
Yeah.
And so my mornings, changing my morning routine, and leading with intention, and not just okay, I'm waking up, okay, what I gotta do, okay, I need to do this, okay, well, I gotta clock in, and no, taking the time to be intentional with my morning, my entire morning, because once again, that's setting me up for the day.
Yes.
I'm trying to have good days.
Yes.
Good days.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Good days in 2024.
Yeah. I love that you said the word intentional, because that's been like my word of the year for the past like 4 years
Yes.
is being intentional.
That's
I want to be
great.
more intentional with my time, with the words that I say, things that I decide to do. I'm not just going to do them because somebody tells me to do it. I'm not going to do it because like I just feel obligated to do it.
Obligation,
Yeah. And that's like another thing with growing and maturing is you have to be more intentional.
Yeah.
And things need to be right for you and they need to make sense, because I feel like every decision we make from now up till whenever just really defines our life. And intentional is just such a big word. It's so important to be intentional
Yes.
and not
Yeah.
just like blasé about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
then your life will have no meaning.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not
It's all a
intentional.
part. It all ties into living in the now.
Yep.
Yeah.
The being still,
love
the
that.
being intentional, and finally giving yourself grace.
Yes.
Yes.
Give yourself grace. Like you just said, I've been saying it for 4 years, and it's okay. It's all about
Yeah.
learning. There's nothing.
Because you're not perfect.
It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. That I have been for the past maybe 2 to 3 months. If I'm freaking out that something isn't gonna happen or something isn't happening right now, and I'm losing it, I'm losing my shit, I stop, and I stop myself, whether I'm frantic breathing or and I just say, okay, well, what is the worst thing that could happen right now if that doesn't get done, or if that doesn't happen, or the outcome isn't what you was? What's the worst thing that could happen? Being okay with that, riding the moment out, and then realizing, oh, it wasn't even that bad.
Yep.
I just wasted
Mm-hmm.
and expended unnecessary
Energy.
energy or energy that could have been intentionally focused somewhere else, being
Yeah.
intentional
Mm-hmm.
for nothing.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
a waste of time.
Yep.
That's what
I
our
love
worries
that.
are.
We all go through
That's
that.
a good list.
Yeah.
I think we have good lists.
We do.
I think our ins and outs are spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like
I
they're
want
also
us to
intertwined.
do
Yeah.
one thing though.
What is it?
What?
We're going to share this list
Oh.
and hold each other accountable for 2024.
Okay.
Okay, accountability.
So
Yes.
when I
But I feel
see
like you guys had a lot of things on your ins and outs that I need to put on my ins and outs.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
To see your guys' list would be nice to see every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should share it with each other and hold each other accountable.
So when I see you not taking a nap when I
Oh.
know you should be,
Oh well, hold on, wait.
or not saying no when you should be,
Me?
when you're self-doubting.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody
I'm
said
on your ass,
easy.
baby. I'm on your ass. Okay, so that was episode 4.
Oh my gosh.
I really like that. So if you guys have anything that you want to share with us about what your ins and outs for
Yeah, what are your
2024
ins and outs?
put that in the comments. We read all of them. If you have any suggestions on topics that you want us to talk about, please put that in the comments below. You'll see all of our social handles in the description below.
Yes.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please.
So
Leave your comment.
with that, we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.